Hey everyone, I wanted to make a video to talk about why I think that the Plexus business model and compensation plan is so unique and so incredible, and why I'm so passionate about using these products to help my own business as well as those people on my team, help them be successful in this business as well. I am probably like many of you. When I came into Plexus, I had a pretty negative view of network marketing, MLMs in general. I felt like I'd been probably hit up by every single one of them, and I thought they were a good avenue for some friends that were looking for something like that, but it was never anything I was interested in. And I'd also had family members that had had really bad experiences in other MLMs, and that was really what colored my whole perspective on them coming in. So when I started the Plexus products, I had absolutely no intention of working a business whatsoever. But I do have a really strong traditional business background. And as I learned more and more, of course, as I had a fantastic experience on the products, and as I really started studying how Plexus had set this up, I realized that it was pretty brilliant, and that I felt like they had been very intentional about overcoming some of the things that are traditionally done so wrong in other network marketing companies. So I wanted to get a little bit into that with you. So the first of all, and the number one thing that makes me feel good about being involved in this business is that there are absolutely no high buy-ins to become a part of the business or any kind of way to buy your way up in the business. So that's very important to me. There's a lot of MLMs that have a very high buy-in. I'm a CPA. I do people's taxes. I have seen clients come in that have paid between $3,000 and $5,000 or maybe more to buy into an MLM business, and most of them never made a single dollar selling products. They had a garage full of stuff that they paid for, that they were responsible for moving, and they lost all of their investment on that. And hear me when I say I would never, ever feel comfortable asking anyone that I knew, friends, family, you name it, to buy into something that they would either have to go into debt for or that they did not have a reasonable expectation of earning back their investment on. I just don't feel like that's right, and I've seen it hurt people around me. So that's one thing that I'm big on. If you are watching this video, you are likely a wholesale ambassador. You probably joined just to get your products as cheap as you possibly could, and all that means is that you have already paid every dollar you would ever need to pay to start a Plexus business. You can start today, and the only investment that is required from you at this point is to put yourself out there a little bit and share your experience with the products with others. So the only things literally you have to lose in this business are time and maybe a little bit of pride, if that's how you want to look at it. But we can go all into how I feel like it's paid me back on both of those fronts as well. So all of that to say that there's nothing that you or anyone that you are recommending this business to are being asked to invest on a financial basis that they have the potential of losing. I think that is so, so important. Secondly, I really love that the way Plexus is set up is not strictly a volume-based business. This is critical to the company's core principles. When we're at convention or leaders retreat, you hear the leaders of our company repeatedly saying, focusing on people and the people that are involved in either taking these products and improving their health or building a business. And they'll say these are people, not points. They're people, not PV. And it is so true. And you can see that undergirded in how the compensation plan is set up. That really, this is about getting as many people as you can on the products and having them be happy with the products long term. Once someone is a wholesale ambassador on my team, I don't have a huge financial incentive to keep upselling them on more products. I think all the Plexus products are great, and I will make recommendations, but I like knowing that my team doesn't have a reason to distrust my recommendations on that. So if I'm telling them, oh, you've got to add X Factor, you've got to add this or that, and give this a try, it's strictly because I think that it will further assist them in feeling their best, as well as give them better knowledge on what the products are capable of for people who are struggling with specific health needs. So I love that. We do get a little incentive for increasing the PV of our level 1 ambassadors, but it's really pretty small. It's the smallest part of the comp plan. So I feel like I can go in and make the recommendations that I feel strongly about in good conscience, knowing that they don't have a reason to believe that I have a reason to upsell them. I don't need them to hit 500 or 1,000 PV to help my business. But I think that that's a really good aspect of it. that we can focus on the people on our team, and not just strictly trying to get more volume out of the people we already do have. And on that note, that you can only rank up by having people that are happy with the products long term. I think that that's great. So you don't have someone out there making outrageous claims about the business or setting unreasonable expectations for what these products can do, with nothing to back that up, because they're just trying to add as many people they can at one time. So if someone signs up with a welcome pack, we get a nice little bonus off of that welcome pack, but we do not get points, and points are what help us advance in our ranks. You don't get points off of someone ordering one time. You need to build consistent points and people that are happy with the business, and hopefully people that are happy enough to want to recommend at least a few friends to try the products as well. So I think it just aligns the right incentives about doing this the right way, telling people what to expect on an honest basis, giving them education on how and why these products work. And that is super important to me, that we have the right incentives in place so that we're doing this the right way. We're investing in people long term and not having a ton of churn, hopefully, on our team from people who kind of came in with big promises that could never be fulfilled by any products, nonetheless Plexus. So those are a few reasons there. And I just also love, lastly, one of the knocks on traditional MLM structures is that, only the people ahead of you, or, the people at the top are ever going to make any money off of that. And anyone who's been in a Plexus business for any amount of time knows that's not true. First of all, you can have your products paid for really quickly. I've had people on my team do it in as little as, in their first month, that they're paying for their triplex every single month, or maybe more. And maybe, after that, they're getting to a point where they have a few extra $100 a month to loosen up their grocery budget, put their kids in dance classes, you name it. So that is meaningful, even if it's not a huge financial amount at that point. But one of the things that I love about the way Plexus has set up their comp plan is that if you work on building your business, no one will ever make more money off of that business than you will. Okay? In other MLMs, that's not true. You might be busting it, and someone above you is profiting more off that effort than you are. And your job is just to get more worker bees under you so that you can profit off of their work. That's not how Plexus works. You will always be, no one will ever earn more off of your team than you will. And someone above you cannot just ride you to the top. If you're a rock star, that person cannot ride you to diamond. You cannot have one strong ambassador and ride that person all the way to the top. You have to have a strong organization outside of what we call your primary leg, which just means your strongest ambassador's team. So someone who's at diamond has to have many people on their team that are strong, that are ordering the products, and they can't rely on the efforts of one or even two people, truthfully. So I think that that's really important. I think that no one wants to feel like someone's taking advantage of them, or is somehow manipulating a system to make more off of their efforts. So I love that about Plexus, and you can always know that you are going to be the chief earner off of your team. It gives you an incentive to build it strong, build it wide, build it deep. So those are all things that I really love about Plexus, and they were important to me as I studied the comp plan to decide if this was something I want to do. And once I kind of was able to get comfortable with that, and I knew that this was a company that I could feel proud of, that I felt like I could ethically talk to my friends and family about, then I knew that I wanted to be all in. And I can go on and on for another video and another day about all the ways that this has rewarded me, helped me grow personally. I have run my own business for 8 years, and this has helped accelerate my own personal growth as a leader in ways that are, benefiting my traditional business as well. So there's so many ways that this has impacted me, but I want you to know that from someone who's good with numbers and good with business, that Plexus is good business. And you can feel good about getting into this because we can stand behind the principles of the company, and the principles of the company pervade everything that has to do with the business model. So I hope that's encouraging for anyone who's maybe a little bit on the fence about whether, I really like these products, but, is it one of those sketchy MLM things? It's not. It's different, and I feel like I can say that with full confidence at this point.